Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and into another budget with me video. This is a cash stuffing video. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Sue. We'd love to have you as part of our family here, so hit that subscribe button before you go if budgeting is your thing and you like what you see. So this week we are stuffing $840 into our cash envelopes. I was going to stuff $890 into our cash envelopes, but I already gave my husband his $50. We both get allotted $50 a week to kind of do whatever we want. I went to the bank, and the bank lady gave me a hard time, number one. She didn't want to give me the denominations that I asked for, which is absolutely crazy to me. I'm the customer. Just give me what I want. Anyway, long story short, I got these denominations, and I think I'm going to have to finagle some stuff around. The cat's in here, so if you hear her meowing, she's fine. She just needs all of the attention all of the time. Okay. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and count this money, and then I'm going to start with my wallet. Pulling the money out from last week. We have 1, 2, 3, 400. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800, 1, 2, 3, 4, 840. Those of you guys who've been around a while, you guys know I do not. Where's the best place to put this? Maybe if I did it this way. Can you guys see that? No. The best way for me, I'm trying my camera at a different angle, but I'm not sure that I like it. So there's that. I don't know how to make that better so you guys can see it this time around. But clearly it's not going to work out for us. But we're going to go ahead and just put these 10s, 20s, and 100s in there. I generally don't deal with $5 bills because I save every one that I get. So I generally do not put them into my cash envelopes. I'd rather just do everything by 10s. I also really don't mess with $1 bills either. So I don't know if you guys can see that. You know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll give it a try. It looks like you can kind of see it in the frame here that I got, but I don't know if you can. Anyway, 100s, 20s, 10s. We're going to start out with, let me know if you like this angle of my camera better than the previous ones. I think that I like the previous one better. Let me know in the comments below if you watch these videos. I'd appreciate it. So we didn't spend a ton of money this week. I didn't spend any of my personal money. But a lot of times I generally don't. So I'm going to set that aside, this 20 or this 50 here, and I will put that into my sinking fund personal envelope. And gas, we spent quite a bit of money in gas. If you guys watched last week's video, you guys know that we went down, my husband went down to get his grandpa from Kansas City, which is about 5.5, 6 hours away from here. So that costs a little bit more money in gas, but I do have $20 worth of $5 bills. I will set those here for now. In groceries, I did pull out of the sinking fund. I had set back $40 specifically for groceries this past week in case I came across a bargain. And do you see this $5 bill? That's a burn mark. That's charred on both of these sides. Anywho, I have $10 left out of that 40. So there's that. In miscellaneous, I have a $5 bill left, which I'm surprised. The reason why I save my $5 bills is because in my change, this is normally what I get 90% of the time. And in spending, I didn't spend it. So I'm gonna set that aside and put that elsewhere when we get to it. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and just stuff what we need to stuff. I think that once we get down to my sinking funds, I'm gonna have to finagle some stuff around. Because I need $301 bills, but I have 4. And I really need to make change with this, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do that because I just started my cash envelopes over again, so I don't have a lot of change in there, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so in personal, we're going to get 50. And like I said, my husband's already gotten his 50. So 20, 40, 50. And that's gonna go in there. And gas is going to, in case you don't know, I have this all wrote out down here for me off to the side, but it just doesn't fit all in frame. So not groceries, gas is going to get 60, 20, 40, 60. And that will go in here. I've decided that I'm not sure if I'm going to use these trackers for the things that go in my wallet. As you can see, oh, you guys can't see. Put that $60 in there. I'll have to make sure I'm reaching across the table so you guys can see. I broke this envelope. I'm gonna order me some more. Drop me down a comment. I can make these. I made these envelopes. I just don't have currently the time to make anything right now. I do have an Etsy store, but it's been on vacation for, I don't know, 2-3 months now. Just because I have other things that are pressing. My mom is here. My husband's grandpa's here. Football season is here. I have all these things back to school. I just don't have time to dedicate my extra time to Etsy. So I think I'm just gonna purchase some. Let me know some shops down below that you guys go to for cash envelopes. I kind of prefer the clear ones and the long ones to fit in my wallet. So there's fuel. Groceries is not getting anything because I did it online. So that's not gonna be part of this situation, if you know what I mean. And miscellaneous is going to get 20. So we'll put that in there. And spending, I do not know how much money is going to go into spending because I will have to go through here and try to finagle the $100 bill that I was talking to you about. So we're gonna, and that's gonna depend on what goes in here. So we're gonna just set that off to the side and we'll come back to that. So we're gonna start with this guy. Okay, this is like my weekly, like if I have to do anything during the week, this is what sinking fund envelope, like, you know, my variable expenses, things that come up that I don't necessarily carry with me, but they're here at the house in the safe if I need them. So personal is gonna go in here. Whoa. And I had $30 left in there. 60, 80, 100. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take that 20 that was extra from spending, and I'm going to take this 100, put the 100 in here. Technically, I'm giving myself $30, but I will maybe get that broken, okay? And I will take that $30 back out at some point, or I could just leave it in there. I mean, who's gonna know? Okay, so that solves that problem. Liam, he will get $10, and I don't generally count the boys' money because there's no need to. Whatever they don't spend, they get $10 allowance. They have to save $3 of it. So they only get $7 to spend, but at the end of the month, if they haven't spent any of their money, it goes into their savings, and then they start all over. So there's that. Jack also gets 10. They both have done all of their chores this week, so that's nice. Also, by the way, the majority of these trackers are already filled out, so I know what's up going into the situation. So Family Fun is going to get 20, like so, like that. Buffer is going to get 20 as well. Pets has 20 in it, but it will be getting 20 more. So that's gonna give me 40, 20, 40. And this pet envelope is for like, you know, food, cat litter, stuff like that. I do have a second medical envelope for the pets, and that's for like medications and whatnot. Sports is going to get 10. And I am going to pull this 10 out and replace it with a 20. I think I need more 10s elsewhere. Maybe not, we'll see, but I'm gonna do it anyway just to make it easier. We do have our first football game this Wednesday. School doesn't need anything. I think we have made it through the first couple of weeks of school where we have all those extra little expenses, t-shirts, you know, fundraisers, all that stuff. So I'm not gonna budget for any of that this week. And if I need something, I'll just pull it out of miscellaneous or something. House cash, we're gonna go ahead and start this, guys. So we're gonna put a $20 in there. And I would just like to have, you know, a couple $100 maybe, 100, something, just to have on hand in case it's the weekend and I need cash. For something. So that is gonna wrap it up for this one. Moving on to this guy. Clothing is going to get 20. And so that will have 40 in it now. Vacation also will get 20. So it's going to have 60, 20, 40, 60. Get in there. We don't have any vacations planned. Normally we take our big vacation in June or July. Christmas, we're also going to add 20 to this. And so you know, this Christmas envelope is for gifting to other people. We have already saved all of our budget. We have a Christmas club through my husband's work where we set back like $30 or $40 every single week into that. And then that is for our family Christmas. This here is for people that we want to gift to, such as last year we adopted a family and that was really fun. And I have money set aside because I was doing digital, so I do have more money than this. This is just what I have in this envelope, so we're just gonna roll with this. Car maintenance will get 20. My little zippers broke off that. This sports envelope, we may come back to that. It just depends on how this whole cash thing goes. So I will leave myself a note. I will leave myself a note for that one as well. So we might come back to that one. Medical, this one is for our medical, and that is, you know, we're pretty healthy people. It's gonna have 40 in it now. The most that we really need is maybe an antibiotic every once in a while, but I work for a doctor. For those of you guys who don't know, I work for a doctor, obviously, and so basically all of my healthcare needs are free for me, except for like co-pays on medicine and stuff. Back to school, we will come back to that depending. If we don't get it stuffed, it's not a priority, so it doesn't matter to me. Gifts will get 20. The only birthdays that I have coming up is mine. So there's that. Pets Medical is going to get 120 or 100. So that is going to be 120 in their total. The reason why I'm putting that much money in there, you might ask, is because we have a lot of cats. And, well, we don't have a lot of cats. We have 2 cats and 2 dogs, but they all need heartworm medicine and flea and tick medicine. However, I do believe by the time I have to buy this, it will now no longer be tick season, so I won't have to buy that, but we'll see. I have a husky who has a seizure disorder, so a lot of times we got vet bills and stuff like that, so we go ahead and add money to that when we can, and we also use it when we need it, which is just about all the time. Once a month, I would say I spend every bit of that just on medicine. Car tags, we don't have anything coming up there. Pool is going to get 10, and again, I'm going to take this 10 out and put a 20 in here, because that is going to help me in the long run with this whole debacle with change. Big ticket items is going to get 20, and so we have 40 in there now. We need like some TVs, you name it. Like, you know, we're constantly in a state of remodel in our house. We are, I would say, 70% of the way done. We just have to finish our kitchen. We have started it. We got to redo the floors. Come to find out, there's carpet and vinyl flooring. There's vinyl flooring over the original hardwood floor in my kitchen. And there is carpeting in my living room over original hardwood floor in my living room. So we have to finish those floors because we're gonna strip that down and bring the natural, real floor back to life. And then I have to redo my countertops in my kitchen and get open shelving for one wall and do a backsplash. Other than that, my kitchen's done. And then we have to redo the master bathroom. We already redid one bathroom. We just have to redo the master bathroom, and it's basically gonna be gutted because we want like a big fancy walk-in shower and all that with like benches and waterfall shower heads, the whole 9 yards. So basically that will be an expensive project. When we gutted the second bathroom in our house, which is like the main bathroom, it cost us $7,000 to redo that. Plus we need, we don't need it right now, but we want to put new siding on the house and we want to put a metal roof on the house. So, you know, it all just takes money, honey. And so we're slowly but surely working on that, but behind the scenes, you know, that's our life, okay? All right, moving along into home savings. Now this is just for, you know, stuff that goes haywire at our house. We're gonna be putting $40 in this one. So 20, 40, 60. Also, side note, I just want you guys to know that just because you only see this amount of money going into my savings doesn't mean that this is the only money that I'm saving. I do take 30% of our paychecks off the top and put it into savings. We save 30%. I teach my kids to save 30%. We save 30%. It automatically goes into savings accounts, our main savings account every single week. We also pay all of our bills a month ahead. So the way we break down our paychecks, for those of you guys who have never heard me talk about this before, is my husband gets paid every week. I get paid twice a month. And I know exactly how much money needs to come out of every single one of those paychecks to make the bills for the month. So I have been at 1 month ahead of my bills for a very long time. And so like all of the paychecks for this month, I take a certain chunk of it out and I put it into our regular checking account. And then at the 1st of October, I will pay every single bill that we have on the 1st. That's how we roll. In case you guys are wondering how that goes, that's how we do it. It seems to have worked just fine for us. Okay, house savings is getting 40 as well. Not house savings, regular savings. And these savings are just to keep me saving money. Yes, I already do save 30% of our paychecks. So it's not like, this is just additional because I like to save money. And you know, a lot of times these savings account goes to things for the house. Or to vacation, or to whatever we choose it to do. Debt snowball, I'm gonna come back to. $5 challenge. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. We have $225 in here. I really need to take that out and put it in the safe out of this envelope because it's getting a little thick. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 9, 17, plus 35. Is that what I said? I don't remember. We're going to count the whole thing though. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Is that right? Girl, I can't math. I don't know about you, but I cannot math it. Okay? It's not my strong suit. It's never been. I wish my middle child was here because he'd be able to rattle that off just off the top of his head. Plus 35. Yep, 260. So we have $260 in my $5 envelope challenge. So again, just additional savings. You know, and I have no plans for the $5 bills. Last year, I cashed all the $5 bills in and I took it with us on vacation. And we were able to do some extra fun stuff while we were on vacation. So, I mean, you never know. I might save up these $5 bills and decide that I want to go buy, you know, a half of a cow or something. To put in my freezer, or a half of a pig or something like that. I may very well decide to do that. It's something that we need. I may take this money once it gets to so much, put it in the checking account and stock my pantry. You just never know about me. I get quite a bit of $5 bills, and so my zipper is broke off of this envelope, and that's why I save them, is because I would say that the majority of the change that I get at any given time is $5 bills. So, okay, moving along. Dollar bills, I don't have any. Home projects, we are putting $200 into this week. With that being said, it is because it's almost winter time. We had ordered back in May. We've been trying to get central heating and air put in this house. And because of the plague, nobody's able to get all the parts that we need. We turned a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house into a 5-bedroom, 2-bath house. And so we need a system that's big enough to handle that. And that's gonna require 2 air conditioner units. And a really big furnace. So in the meantime, for those of you guys who've been with me a while, we have central air, but we have a wood stove on the outside of the house for heat, and I'm not a big fan of it, but it looks like we're not going to get our new system in probably until next spring. Hopefully they'll have the parts by then. So we got a plan for buying wood, and so $200 is going in there to plan for that. Now let's see here. I have left over 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So what I'm going to do is I will put into sports. Oh, and by the way, we really don't have any debt, but when I have extra money, like this time it's a little wonky because of the whole debacle with the $100 bill change situation. I would be putting money inside of here if it wasn't for this. So hopefully next week I can put some money in here. We don't really have any debt to speak of. We don't have any credit cards or anything like that. The only thing we do have is a car payment and a house payment. And so I will slowly just build this what the snowball envelope is for. Is really just to make an extra payment on something once I get to the point of, you know, one time I'll make an extra car payment, the next time I'll make a house payment, you know, whatever. Just to make an extra payment on one of those two things. That's what that envelope is for. Oh, I don't have anything in this one. Okay, moving back to this other envelope, or this other binder real quick. We are going to put $10 in sports. And this sports envelope, this one here is for, you notice that I had two sports envelope. One is for actual like weekly games, traveling back and forth, vending, snack shacks and those things. And this is for actual like equipment and stuff like that, fees, whatever. And then I will put $10 into back to school, just to build up starting for next year. I found that I hadn't saved enough money this past year to get all the things that my kids required for this year. So there's that. And then I will put $20, $30, $40, $50 into spending. And I will probably save these $10 bills somehow and take out a 20. We'll see. Anyway, that is going to do it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know how your budget's going. I really love to hear it. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button before you go. We appreciate having you. And for those of you guys who keep watching, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We will see you guys next week in another cash stuffing video.